Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about organizing your seeds, and we're going to go through all the things that I do, and we're going to talk about how you should be storing your seed packets. So I organize my seeds in a briefcase. It's like the best way you can possibly organize your seeds. It's cheap, it's affordable, it's clean, super handy to carry around in the garden too. So there's a few ways that you can store and organize your seeds. I recommend these photo albums. You can get them off Amazon or you can get them at your local craft supply store. I got mine at Hobby Lobby. They sell them at Michael's too. You can get these, I think even Walmart has them. You can get these like just about anywhere. And what these are is it's just one big plastic container. So it's got a lid. Not only are they in separate containers inside, but they're also in a big container. So that just also helps keep any outside things that you just don't want in there, like water and stuff. It's pretty safe from that. So, and then inside are all of these different containers. There are 16 containers in this one. And so in each one of these, just a simple flap, seeds inside. And you can buy labels for them too. Just get yourself some labels and go ahead and write on there. These are beans. Write on what you want to be in your seed containers and keep them like that. These store very well because whenever you're a gardener, it's like you have a bag or a box just like full of seeds, and when you go to look through all that stuff, it's like so unorganized. And you know what, guys? I'm here to make your life a little bit more sufficient and easy. So these are how I like to store all my seeds. This seed organizer photo container box thingy, it costs only like 15 bucks, guys. Like, go to your store and get one. 15 bucks, you can get this, and this is gonna last you a while. This keeps water out and like other dirt, so the chances of your seeds being germinated inside of this are slim. So I like to use this, and I also have, there's multiple different types that you can get. I like this clear one, but I also have a rainbow one for my flowers, and that one looks really pretty too. But yeah, simple photo album stores each individual type of seed that I want. So organize it to however you please. You can organize your seeds by literally the seeds. Maybe you want to organize them alphabetically. Maybe you want to organize them by the colors or when they should be planted. All of that stuff can be used with this organizer. And I personally love it. That's why I'm here to tell you guys about it. So, get yourself one of these. There are other ways you can store your seeds too. I've seen people use photo albums, which is where you actually like slide the pictures in. I did that with my seed packets when I was done using them. That way I could look at it like a scrapbook kind of. That's what I did, because I was like, ooh, what did I grow in this year? And then I can flip through and be like, oh my gosh, I had like a beautiful arrangement of flowers or vegetables or whatever. So I have a vegetable box and then I have a flower box. Keep those separate, and then I organize them to however I please. But let's talk about storing for a second. It's getting a little hot in here. Greenhouse is up to like 80 today. It's looking beautiful in there. I'm going to give you guys a tour of all the vegetable plants that we got going on in there. And then we're also going to plant some rose bushes because I bought some and I want to put them in my garden. But first, let's talk about storing your seeds. Now, storing your seeds is very important because you want it to be the right atmosphere so your seeds don't germinate, but they also store, and then they have a good shelf life, seeds, okay? So they can last practically forever, but the germination rate goes down progressively as the years progress. So you want to keep that in mind. You can't save seeds forever, but like, I mean, I don't like look at an expiration date whenever I buy a pack of seeds. It just means your chances of them sprouting is a little bit lesser, but I don't think seeds ever go bad. So anyway, ooh, a little moment for this guy. But anyway, you want your seeds to have a adequate temperature. You don't want it to be too hot in there because that could cause your seeds to sprout. And obviously, humidity, water, keep that away from your seeds because with that combined, it's just going to cause them to sprout and start growing. And the last thing you want is for your seeds to be growing inside their container and then you're done with them. You can't use them anymore because they're already sprouted and they get bad. Another thing, you don't want your seeds to go moldy, so keep it away from water. Keep them dry and keep them in a dark place. If it's anywhere bright, warm, there's like a specific temperature. I'll pop it up here for you guys and with all the details about like what the adequate setting for seeds should be, but keep it in a dark, dry, cool atmosphere and your seeds will be good. So I take my seeds and I just put them in the house. It's a room temperature level and my seeds are fine. Keeping all of that in mind, get yourself a photo album organizer. I'll have a link for it in the description if you guys want to check it out. It will be for Amazon because it's usually where I put all my links at. But if you want, check out Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart, all those places. They sell them and it's only going to cost you like 15 bucks depending upon the one that you get. But get yourself one and store your seeds right. But now let's go put a rose bush in a pot. Blueberries are looking very nice. I'm excited to see how these do this year. I don't like how this looks. There's like no blooms on that, so I don't think that's gonna grow this year. These right here looking pretty nice. This is really exciting. Remember when we planted these? These are my glads. Look at them. I went away for the weekend and these grew like crazy. These ones were planted a little later, but look at them all. I gotta get in here and pull the weeds, but I'm so excited about those. I was excited about my tulips, but no, they decided we're just gonna leaf this year and then just die. Like, whatever. Stupid. Got my hopes up for nothing. And I just cleaned out this garden. Like, the grass is already back. I needed to lay down a better barrier whenever I was doing all that, but I didn't whenever I built this garden. So now I have to cut my grass with scissors and a weed eater. It just sucks, guys. So, lesson learned. If you're gonna build a garden, use a good barrier because you don't want to cut grass with scissors. It's just not fun. Let's plant a rose bush. I bought 2 types of rose bushes. I've never done roses before, so I'm excited to see how these look. Both are alive. They look dead, but they're not. They are alive. There are little green sprouts in here. But I got this John F. Kennedy white rose. Gonna be pretty. And then I also bought this Gold Glow yellow. And like I said, both of these have little sprouts of life on them, so well, this one doesn't. I hope it lives. I hope these both live because I would be really sad if they didn't. So let's put these in pots because as of right now, I have nowhere else to put them besides in a pot. So I'll take them, put them in a pot, and then set them out in my garden. Ah, there is a sprout. Set them out in my garden and maybe in my greenhouse occasionally, just to get them started. But we'll see. Before we go plant, look at the squash. They look so good. And then over here, we have our, okay, that tomato died, but we have our other tomatoes, which are not dead. Just ignore that one. Other tomatoes, they're looking, I don't know, guys. I don't understand a greenhouse. I don't know. And then over here are these. These ones are looking good. I started a bunch of new tomatoes. So I've got a lot. Oh my goodness. Okay, I actually did plant a lot on this one. we're gonna have to do some thinning. We're gonna have to do some thinning because it's like this. I didn't know if anything would come up because looking at how these look, it's just not good. So I thought, we're gonna plant a ton. And so I did. And it's good. So it's just a little late, but that's life, you know? It could be later. So, plants in the greenhouse. Looking good as well. Now let's plant some rose bushes. So I have my 2 containers, which are relatively big, and then I have a bunch of compost right around here underneath me. So we're gonna cut these open and then see what's going on in here. So I've never done roses before. I have experience because I work in landscaping, so I have experience with like pruning and stuff and deadheading and all those joyous things, but never had some for myself. So the goal is at the end of each row of my garden space, my flower garden, I want to have a type of flower along the lines of a perennial. Because if I put them in my garden bed, which is, I just don't want to overtake my garden beds with perennials because that means they'll be permanent, and I kind of want something that's going to be more, I can switch out what's happening inside my garden. So at the end of each row, I want to have bulbs, and I want to have my rose bushes now. I didn't think I'd do rose bushes, but I saw them there at Aldi's, and they had them for like a really decent price. So I was like, what the heck, you know? Why not get some rose bushes? And I saw these colors. I thought the white and the yellow would look really pretty together. So I got us some white and yellow rose bushes. Let's figure out how to plant these. They're falling out. So, John F. Kennedy white and the Gold Glow yellow. The John F. Kennedy large, white, high-centered, beautifully shaped blooms are borne on strong, vigorous stems, glossy, leathery foliage, petal count 40 to 45. It's got to have 6 hours of sun, keep soil moist to the touch for the first 2 weeks, then add water as needed. Bloom time summer, perfect. Height is about medium, habit, vigorous, hardiness zones 5 to 11. We're in 6A, so we're good. And fertilizer. Feed with a season-long balanced fertilizer once leaves start to show. Hybrid Gold Glow, which is the yellow one. Large semi-double golden bronze flowers with a delightful fragrance. Bronzy glossy foliage on a vigorous plant. Petal count 55 to 60. So they've got a bit more. Sun exposure, 6+ hours of sun. Same as the John F. Kennedy. Water, same thing. Bloom time, summer as well. Height is 3 to 4 feet. Hardiness zones 5 to 9. Again, 6A. And fertilizer is that as well. So I messed up and I accidentally moved the tags around, but I think I put them back right. So this is the John F. Kennedy, and if I didn't get the tags right, well, they'll show their blooms eventually. So you see there's a little bit of green there, not too much, but the roots are not crazy big, but that's okay. So before all of this just root ball, I've got like a large amount of sawdust now. So we're gonna get some compost mixed in with this sawdust, and we're gonna get all of these planted. So here's the Gold Glow. You can see it's the same concept with all of this. all this sawdust. So we'll have to get this all mixed in, but this is what the roots look like on the Gold Glow. So, let's get some compost in these pots, and let's plant these rose bushes. So there we go. We got the Gold Glow on its pot, and then we have the John F. Kennedy also in its pot, and you see a little blossom there. But I'm gonna go give these guys water and put them outside in the sun for a bit, and probably keep them in the greenhouse overnight. That way those buds don't get any frostbite. But I think that's everything for today's video. As always, I hope you guys learned something while you're here. Stay tuned for more rosebush content, because I like to keep you guys updated on how all my plants are doing. So I'm excited to plant these rose bushes in my garden and to see how they do. But for now, this is a pretty fun little treat to get to plant something. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about the organizers or about the plants that I'm growing here, or anything else in general, leave them in the comments down below and I will get back to you guys as quick as I can. I like to hear your feedback, so let me know what you think of my videos. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave those down below. Give this video a like and share it with somebody who may want to learn this information, or if you just want to share this video in general. I would really appreciate it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.